All right, guys, welcome into the Trade Lounge. It is Wednesday, October 15, 9:06 p.m. Central Time here in Dallas, Texas. I am your host, Gerardo G. Money. And yeah, this is a free event that I host here, kind of promoting, my trading strategy, my trading education, also to promoting the community that I represent and work where we trade live on top of these days here. So yeah, welcome into the session. We're here every Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. Central Time, pre-market, 9 p.m. Weekday. And we also have a Telegram that we're transitioning towards, so we can all be in one channel where I can share my charts, regardless of where you're at. If you want to just be part of the Trade Lounge free services, you're more than welcome in the Telegram. If you're a community member already, you already have access. If we come and go, you'll still have access to that to stay connected. As always, right, these calls are for educational purposes only. So any speculation is just that. So let's be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and review this session. What happened today? Technically, I've been having this markup for this week. I kind of was able to find the structure, a higher time frame structure on gold, but gold is definitely trending. What's it called? It's definitely trending on a smaller scale, and it just keeps pumping up, pumping up, pumping up. We're about to complete a higher high based on this swing structure that I have right here. Okay, so based on this impulse, entries would have been great right there. When price pulled back, impulse again, price pulled back again, entries would have been great right there as well. And then we get this nice big pump up. Another pullback, entries would have been great there. And then here, right, we got this big push up. We did get a pullback here. Okay, that's what's interesting right there. Okay. And we have not completed yet a higher high to where I can say, okay, we can start moving the chains on the structure. And yeah, so it once it hits it, right? Once it does, I erase this. Yeah, once it hits that 272 extension, I will be this will be considered right here a higher low. So low, high, higher low, higher high, pullback, right about the 38%, and then just continue to pump up. So yeah, if we hit this alarm here today, or even between now, right? I will consider then this the higher low, this the higher high, right there. And it doesn't mean it'll reverse right away, but at the same time, we can at least know that this is a good push up. Dynamo, this thing kept pumping up, man. How did you see it today, man?
Same thing, just pumping up. I mean, at 5,000 levels, looking pretty.
5,000. Oh my goodness.
It's like, I don't see any relief coming for gold at the moment.
Yeah, one of the students, Andrich, from the Czech Republic, he says he represents all Czech Republic. What's it called? He saw a little head and shoulders pattern in the DXY, and the DXY is definitely reversing to the downside. It's been bearish, right, with everything going on here in the United States. A lot of uncertainty, but yeah, we're about to hit that section
Pullback.
there.
Yeah, and just look at that pullback. It was beautiful. Hit the 382 and just didn't look back.
It didn't, man. It didn't.
And
Um,
so, that's why, like I said, if you go to a lower time frame, like I said, when I trade the 5 minute, the N waves are much more, I guess, apparent
you said the
because
the N waves are more apparent, Adam. Was that what you're saying?
right. That's why I kind of like the 5 minute zone. It's always been comfortable to me. But like I
Okay.
said, the whole 1, 2, 3 strategy is based on the 5 minute structure.
Yeah. Yeah, today I wanted price to come balance out this 2 hour rally base rally in 30 minute
And all
zone,
right, yeah.
and it just did not, guys. It
It did
just did not.
exactly what I said it was going to do. Yeah, it tested the top right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just tested that double top right here, where it was your previous high. And look at there's going for your target. 42, was it 42.30 or 42?
For 40, the extension is at
Yeah,
42.44.
42.44.
Yeah,
Mhm.
give or take, give or take. But yeah, this thing is pumping up, guys. Once we do hit this extension 272, I mean we can go to the 618, we can go over to the 382 before. But yeah, I think this is it's just pumping up, going higher and higher.
Yeah,
Um,
I
you
don't
know,
see anything coming back to that 20 your art rally base rather there for maybe a while. I
yeah,
or look at the 1 year chart to 12.
one year. Okay.
That blew my mind. I was looking at it with a friend of mine today. Look at that last candlestick.
Oh my goodness.
That's just been sick.
And it's 2 months to go, huh?
2 months
Wow.
ago, and we haven't yet seen a retracement.
You know what? This can stay bullish, Dan, until maybe right
I'm
after.
saying the holidays, Christmas.
Yeah, I think it'll remain bullish the entire month of November, December, January, and maybe, even the February month, which is Valentine's Day here in the United States. And I think I'll probably be bullish until March, guys,
But look at how
next
close
year.
that 4,500 mark is, man. It's just was like so pretty. The
It's hard.
4,500 is not that far away, only 300 pips away.
And 5,000 is not even that far away either.
Yeah, so it's like, but look, you get the three bullish candlesticks in a row. It's like,
See, I came into trading in 2018 on this little doji right there. Look at that.
wow. Yeah, I was
Somebody,
talking to a buddy of mine today, and when he introduced me to one of his friends, his price was only at 2,000.
wow, 2000.
2,000, yeah.
Yeah, since then, since 2018, gold has moved $3,000. That's like
Yes.
30,000 pips.
Yep.
Yeah, $3,000. Wow, it's been insane. It's been insane. So yeah, we just gotta play it day by day, catch our pips. Let's see kind of what happened today, and then we'll review and close out with a speculation. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the higher time frame sessions charts, and normally what we do is the normally what we do. I'll get to that question in a second, Joe. We kind of keep in mind the price has been you know it's been like 8 weeks in a row, right? Since it's been bullish. 8, 10 weeks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the ninth straight week that gold has been bullish. No low from the previous week has been taken. It just a little pullback into the body. Sometimes no pullback at all, and it just keeps pumping up, pumping up, pumping up. And I mean, it's hard to really tell, Joe. I mean, this, is just with this. The dollar is dropping, and right now it's kind of touching about 78% of the previous weekly candle, I believe. I'll check here in a second because I was checking that before, but I think this is going to keep pumping up. Gold can diverge a lot compared to currency pairs, but we'll see, right? We'll see. But yeah, this is the previous weekly candlestick, guys, and we normally just get the previous weekly high and the previous weekly low. But it's just been too bullish to kind of measure at this scale. Because even if we would measure this previous week, okay, and if I go to the 4 hour time frame, you will start seeing the range there, right? The range. And look at this, the animal, no pullback, man. It just opens and pumps up, opens and pumps up. Look at that, just straight shot up. We actually doubled last week's candlestick. Okay. And on the year, Joe, or weekly, Joe? What do you which one are your suggestion? Yearly, weekly, or quarterly? So we can kind of make sure we can review that. Yearly. Well, let's check that out first. Joe. I mean, here goes the year. It's just technically, guys, it's been making lower lows. It's a pullback to about a deep 78% discount. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't move exactly the same. Probably Euro USD will be more inverse to that, but not the dollar. I mean, not gold, excuse me. Gold will, you know, has a mind of its own in whatever case. But yeah, uh, yeah, it's just a pullback right now based on this rally based rally. That's what's interesting. Yeah. All right, but yeah, let's come back over here. And we literally doubled the entire week. Um, and we're at the one level. And yeah, so that's why it's been hard to measure candle per candle. If we go to the 2 hour time frame, this is a pattern that I've been noticing the last 3 weeks where we do have one bearish day. Here was Wednesday, a bearish day. Thursday was a bearish day. Thursday was a bearish day last week as well, and then pumped up. And we're coming up again to Thursday, guys. Okay. So, could Thursday give us a pullback, maybe to just kind of a break and retest of this day and pump up or 50% of that? Then how do you see it here, man?
Yeah, I'm still looking for that pop up, but I'm looking to see what tomorrow may bring. So according to Forex Factory, do we got anything tomorrow in the news? Not till 7:30. We have some manufacturing indexes coming out, and then 8 o'clock FOMC. We got a lot of FOMC tomorrow between Waller, Barr, and Marin at 8 o'clock Central Time. 9, we got FOMC. So is something big is walking our way? Okay. So tomorrow will be a news day. So that could be our opportunity for impulse retracement.
Nice. Yeah, so check that out.
Yeah, so it'll be an interesting day trading tomorrow. So
No, Alvaro, yeah, we have not seen a whole week of bearish candles. No, sir. If you look at the weekly candlesticks, right, my bullish days, my bullish weeks are blue. It's
yeah,
been
there's not
nine,
been
it's
one.
been 9 straight weeks, man. 9 straight weeks. Okay.
Something's got to give somewhere.
Oh, we haven't seen a week full of daily. No, no, we haven't. Let's check that out. He was asking for daily candles. No, I mean, there's always a bearish day in between.
I don't think
Um,
we've even had a bearish week. There we go. How many weeks we had? 9 weeks to straight bearish.
yeah, I think 1 or 2 bearish days. There's always been 1 or 2 bearish days. So, I mean, tomorrow could be the day. And
Yeah,
then,
tomorrow could be our day.
yeah.
And then what do we got for Friday, real quick? Let me take a look.
You're checking the news, Dan?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Friday, there is no news except FOMC at 11:15 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's review what happened today so we can go back to the speculation. And we'll rewind back to exactly at Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning when you okay. This is a very important chart to read, guys. Okay. This basically we have the higher time frame candles on lower time frame charts, indicator on the daily candle and the sessions indicator. All right. So when the market opened up, Asia opens up the market, right? It's clearly pumped up. It created its range. London opened at 2 in the morning, went back up, made a higher high, and then pulled back. Okay, pulled back. And then established a low around 50% of the Asian session. Okay. So to me, guys, the way I interpret this, right, is just, Asian session, Asian just creates his range. That's all it does. London opened up bullish, okay, and then it came right down right quick. This is just to me, this is communicating to me that we just want to go higher. And and then just the banks, institutions, or whatnot, they just want to buy at a lower price from when the new day begins. Okay, so the new day, right, begins here in the Asian session. They pumped it up. Some London early buyers kept pumping up a bit. They took profit or whatever you call it, and then just dropped it back to get into a more favorable buying zone. And then this little wick right there established the remainder of the day. What you got, Dan?
At this morning,
Ooh, you're breaking up a little bit, Dan.
this morning, I'm just thinking out loud in my brains. So we were looking at this big impulse, this correction, for that. Remember that wave pattern?
Did you draw something in there? I didn't see the draw. There it goes. There it goes.
This morning, I think during the, I think we talked about, you know how the roads finish a pattern. So you got the impulse, get the correction, and then the impulse.
Yep.
And your 23% line that you drew at the extensions for a week.
Yeah, let's do that. Do that right there.
Yeah.
So impulse correction. And then we kind of got above 23%. Some sellers did step in there, breaking that selling zone, right? I got in a few sells there myself. And then it just price just could not break, guys. That Asian session. That Asian session, the Asian market kept that price above, and it closed above it, and now we're back there here again. Right. So it's just it's very difficult. And let me give you guys an example right here, okay? And trading with the previous day is really important. Okay. Trading with the previous day is very important. I'm gonna rewind back to let me rewind back all this week, guys. Okay, just so I can help you guys to build some strategy there. All right. I'm gonna rewind back to Monday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And I'm gonna ask two questions. Okay. Okay. So, and this is we're gonna focus on two things. Okay. Number one, previous day direction. And number two, Asian range. Okay. Asia range in the previous day. Right now. Okay. So previous day. Okay, this price action here is Monday. Okay, previous day, guys, bullish or bearish? What do you call it? Bullish or bearish? Previous day. What was Friday? Was it a bullish day or was it a bearish day? What does the chat have to say? Let's get 2 or 3 participants typing in if you can.
So
Javier says bullish. Paulo says bullish. Perfect. So bullish, right? Okay. What about the Asian session? Are we above or below the Asian session? This is the Asian session, is the current price action at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So above or below the Asian session. So here's the Asian session there. Okay. So we're on this scenario, right? We're the price. Let me get the candle zoomed in just a little bit. Okay, right there. Okay, so we're above the Asian session. Okay, so what does that tell us? That the Asian session, because we're above the Asian session, right? The Asian session is gonna behave like support, right? So there's more chances that price will go higher. Okay. So, oops, I did not mean to erase all that. And let's see what happened after that until we get the new day. You hit play and price kept going higher. Day closed, right? Day closed. So now we're gonna keep moving until we go to the New York session right there. All right, guys. So same question again. Previous day, bullish. Asian session, well here, it's a little tricky because we're not really below it. We're just at the low of the Asian range. So we're technically at the Asian range, right? And see how price could not get cannot really break and retest the Asian. You know, it tried once, it tried twice, and it ended up buying for the most part that day. Okay. And now we continue. It goes London, it goes New York. Same pattern, right, guys? Previous day bullish, Asia range, we're above it. What's higher probability? That we're going to go up, and price ends up going up. You see that, guys? So we're literally building the same pattern again, right? Previous day bullish was, and this is kind of thinking ahead for the the New York session. So try to always trade with the previous day. That's been the very good consistent thing for us. Anything it is a pullback. Anything it is a pullback to the previous day. So this is current price action. Daniel, what do you see here, man? Based on this this sessions, I'm not session, excuse me, the two daily candles.
Especially like on that Monday.
Yeah.
We didn't even come back 23%, I don't think, here. So pretty much a continuation. Then we had.
Is it just me, guys, or is Daniel coming a little choppy? It could be just me, Daniel.
It could be my speaker. It could be because I've been dealing with this cold. Is this any better?
A little bit, but not yet. It is choppy, Daniel.
Yeah, it's talking me. My computer and I are. Yeah, see that, like, each one of those days, they give you a far better indication. Like, that's why one the weekly.
Yeah, we're losing a lot, Daniel, man. We can't really. We can barely hear you, man. Joe says you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Something wrong with my.
Yeah, maybe try to fix it up, and then come right back if you can, so you get your input. Yeah, but let me just chime in very quick here, guys. So the high and the lows for each day is going to be important. They're going to behave like support and resistance. Okay. So if price does drop, it's only going to find support. The first support that it can find will be right here. Okay. At 41.79. So any sales towards these guys is just for us to continue going upwards. Okay. If for whatever reason we do go lower, okay, and we do get below yesterday's day, it's still best to buy, because again, the highs of Monday and the high of Tuesday, even the high of yesterday, price needs to break. The high of yesterday, we can just simply do a simple break and retest of the previous day and continue pumping up. Okay, yeah. So right. So that's how easy we can just kind of keep it right there, guys. So these are all buying opportunities at the previous daily highs. And we'll use those as an example there. So we'll call this Wednesday, previous day, high, Wednesday. We'll call this previous daily high, Tuesday. Do a mic check down so you can hear better.
Is this any better?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I just restarted my whole thing.
Now you sound like what's that? I was thinking of a singer, but I forget his name.
Luciano Pavarotti?
John Sinatra.
Oh, Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
John Sinatra. Come on. Let's get
Sorry, man. Hey, that's a little bit, go for it, Daniel. What do you see here, man?
I just say, like I said, just fibbing each day. If you just fib like each previous day, just quickly, but marking out the daily high and lows is important. The previous daily highs and lows is important, but if you fib each day and just walk it up.
Yes, sir.
We came back and tested the 236 and it rejected off of it beautifully.
Right here, right?
Yep.
So previous day, low and high, came back and pumped. Okay, perfect. Right. Let's go to Tuesday, high and low, low and high. There you go.
And bada bing, bada boom, it came back and see. So we hit the high, we came back, and there's our low. So we're looking up. So we literally went from once we got past the 618, we never looked back.
On this day,
So
right? On
entry,
this day right here, right?
yeah, I'm right there. So your entry would have been great at the 382 or the 236 to take it to the extensions.
Yep. So yeah, once we got this engulfing candle, price established itself above the 236, and you're right, man. The 236 did not let price, come back to it again. So yeah.
And if
All
you
right.
move it up again, and it'll probably show you the same exact thing.
All right, there we go. So this is
Literally, look
the
at that
current day.
perfect bounce off the 236. Doesn't get better than that.
And that just means that this is aggressive, man. This is just bullish. It's aggressively bullish. And if anything, guys, we could come back and just retest the 23% one more time. But again, we have to get through the previous daily high. We have to get through there first. But it's
And it's already done its thing. It hit the negative 18. It's coming back for a retest of another, even 50% of that last candlestick is pretty close to your previous.
this one here, gentlemen, the 2 hour one?
Yep. That one candlestick. That's about 50, 60%.
Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
let me just kind of look for some ETM candles, see what we find in there. Okay, 12 hour, just bullish candles, 8 hour. Yeah,
Look at a 1 hour.
All right, 1 second then. 2 hour.
There's the one.
This is a 2 hour still. Nice engulfing candle. Okay, nice engulfing candle. Nice little rally base rally. There, 1 hour time frame. What do you like about this one, man?
And there it is. I see it right there. Nice rally base rally. If we come back and test it, it'll be perfect. Right in here.
Okay, you like that? Beautiful.
You know, that whole range. There it is. There's your BEC. It's even better. Look how pretty that is. Yeah.
Yep. And then let me just see if there's anything else around the 23%. Let's see this flip zone. We were actually looking at some sales at this flip zone. Price came back up, and yeah, so yeah, man. I mean it's all there. It's all there. Let's go back to the sessions scenario. Actually, no, let's look at the S&T boxes on the 1 hour time frame to see how that is the indicator that we use to measure momentum, and it gives a lot of good information here. Yeah, this thing is just it's telling us to continue looking for buys on the 1 hour, continue looking for buys on the 5 minute chart, and our target is potentially 23%. Okay, 23%.
Yeah, we're right at our previous daily high. Look at that. If that doesn't get any purchase, so we'll come back, we test that 23% line, and then shoot straight up.
I like it. I like it. All right, so I do like these zones, man. I'm gonna make a zone right here. This is a chart we're gonna share for today. To me, guys, it's a lot of pips, but again, though, be very mindful. Gold is bullish, so to me, anywhere between the previous daily high of Wednesday and that 23% level of the previous day, to me, I think that is a good buying zone. How low it goes, how much you want to risk, how you want to play your strategy. That's up to you, right? Thursday, 23%. Okay. That to me is the entry zone. And how far you like to go in, Daniel?
Oh man, I got it going at least 20, let's see, 4660,
Okay.
4670, somewhere in that range. I see 4680, I think is the negative 272.
Yeah, give or take. 42.39 and 40. I would say
And then
42.50, man.
Yeah,
It's
40 to 50 would be beautiful range, because that would be the negative 382 would be right about there. Yeah, put that.
And before we go, guys, I'm gonna just give a quick, just little mindset nuggets on how to win in trading, guys. Just something I had a student share with me this last week. and it's coming to fruition today. And before we take off, we can do that. But there it is, guys. That's the setup. Previous daily candles here, pullback to between the 23 and 38%. And like Dad says, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see if we can take it to the top side. From there, let me show the chart here. Boom. Weekly outlook. Not midweek review, excuse me. Midweek review.
What would be really interesting as we come hit the 40 to 60 or 50 range, come back, retrace the previous daily with the Wednesday daily high, and then continue going up. That's the move I'd be looking for. I'd like to see it do this, come back, retest this, and then continue back up.
A little bit higher, Dad, and then go down. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I think we might shoot definitely a little bit higher. As that's what's the negative 272 at? That's about 44.40 maybe.
42.40. Yeah.
42.40. Yeah, I can't even read it. Sorry, man. Need better glasses.
Hey, as long as you can read the charts, man, and give
Or at
me
least,
some
yeah, right,
and
right.
help me some good speculation. All right, guys. But yeah, we'll begin to close it out here, guys. And I'll just ask 3 more minutes every time. Just kind of give you some nuggets on how this trading works, how you can win money and so forth. I have a new student that got into trading. He's got a pretty good. He's already business minded, entrepreneur minded, and he started trading with no real education. He just knows that gold is bullish. He put a good size amount of a deposit into his broker account, about $10,000 in there, and he's only been trading. He's only been buying. He's only been buying with 0.01, right? So there was, I believe, last week on Thursday, guys. Let me take this to last week on Thursday, just here in the charts. Where's it at? Thursday. Here we go. Okay. Around right here. Yeah, last week on Thursday, right here. Okay. Yeah, we were chatting at some point after late morning. And he had gotten in some buys right there. Okay. But he knows that, and he got into, let's say, that is a $75 drop from there to there. Okay. But he only went in with a 75. Wait, did I say $75? Yeah, $75. So that is 750 pips. Okay. So that's a 750 pip drop. Okay, give or take. But that's only $75. That's correct, right, Dad? Yeah, right? Yeah. So now granted, he's been making some decent money with gold. And he said he's only looking for buys. So if he gets in drawdown, he doesn't close these positions. He just leaves them open because he knows gold is bullish. So the moment price went lower, right, he put some more positions there again. And now look at where those positions are now, guys. I don't know. He probably bought some more along the way, but if I would have told you that he got in here in this blue circle, and if I would have told you he went 750 pips in negative, right? Sometimes we can be too harsh on ourselves just because somebody told us in education past that our stop loss can be so big, or that's a lot of pips, or this and that, right, guys? To me, I can't play that strategy, right? Because I play a little bit more technical, a little bit more finesse. But right now, both of his positions are now in blue. And I think he said he was going to hold it to 4,500. I don't know exactly how many more positions he has there. But again, guys, my advice to you guys with this is find ways that makes you comfortable with. Okay. What I like to do is help you read the chart as much as possible, as best as possible, give you all the experience I have, as far as what can gold potentially do. And the other thing that we like to do a lot that does really help is, making sure you understand the price movement of how many pips gold likes to move, on a day, on a session, on an hour. That's the key right there, guys. Knowing the averages of price movement, that's the key, right? Because these numbers don't lie, right? These averages do not lie. They're growing, they're increasing, but they do not lie to the most consistent thing that we have for us. More consistent than indicators. Now it is an indicator, but it's collecting data of how much price moves per day, New York session, Asian session, whatever. But that's the most consistent thing that we can do, is collect the averages. And once we're at that peak, we're at that peak. Once we have a fib at a certain level, it goes there. But yeah, so I remember I too was questioning him. Like, you're gonna hold all that? He's like, it's just a point oh one. Okay, he feels comfortable with that. He feels comfortable with that because he's just gonna buy some more. And he was literally only about $75 a drawdown on a $1,000 account, which it's excuse me, a $10,000 account, which is hardly anything, right? Hardly anything there. But yeah, so find ways to win, guys. I'm always around to ask you questions, regardless of where your time and investment is. If you're part of the Yes or Yes Academy, I'm more than willing to help you out. If you're part of the legacy group that I have, perfect. If you're just a trade lounge member that joined us Wednesday, just come along, guys. Here, my personality is to give you guys as much as possible. When it comes to trading, like, I already won. I can't lose in trading. I know how to read charts. I have money in my trading account. I win some, I lose some. I think I shared today with my community that I was down this week, but it's perfectly fine, right? So, if I can help you guys learn how to read these charts, great. We can earn your trust and join our community, great. But if not, we'll always be here to give you guys an opportunity to at least get in this trading ballpark. Danimal, right? Danimal's been following me since my former company's time, and he became a student, and we worked together a little bit. I coached him up for a little while, and now he's an independent trader, and learning to teach as well. And so, Danimal, appreciate your time is there for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm also thinking of opening up again. I've been asked to find a day that won't conflict with everything else. So I'm looking at either Tuesday night, but right now I got a class scheduled between, I think it's between 6 and 9 on Tuesdays for the next month and a half. But if we can find maybe the hour before on Monday, before the COC, maybe I'll open up the back of Monday night either. So that starts at what, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 p.m.
Central Time. So if I either do it 9 p.m. Central Time,
yeah,
afterwards,
that's true too. That is true too. Yeah.
Or 7 p.m. an hour early before.
Yeah, so I think that call is at 9 p.m. That call is at 9 p.m.
Does that call last a whole hour?
No, about 30, 45 minutes.
All right, then maybe we could use the 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock Central Time. Maybe late for some of y'all, but some of y'all, we go back to what we were doing on Monday nights, but we'll do it after the COC thing.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Cool.
We'll be into close out, guys. If you guys want more information, the free Telegram that we have with the Yes or Yes Academy, let me know. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram or Telegram, wherever else it is. You guys have this chart. Thank you guys for being here, and we will see you guys on the next one. See you guys. Bye now. See you then.
Later, G. Thanks.
Yes, yes.